wow. I'm excited to do this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day. This is a pre-recorded episode. I am on the road with St. Vincent. I hope it's going well. I don't know, because this is all pre-recorded. I leave tomorrow morning to start the tour. I'm very excited. I hope it goes well. I hope her fans like me. And if you're tuning in because you saw me on the road with St. Vincent, thank you. This episode is going to be a fun one. My mom actually gave me the idea. Shout out to Jenny. Not only for birthing me, but for giving me this idea. If you don't know, I've talked about it before. If you're new, when I was a young child, I called into a radio station, KIIS FM. I'll just give the quick description, I guess, the rundown. If you've already heard the story, I'm sorry. But when I was I think I was 8 years old, I was getting ready for school. Me and my sisters, I have two older sisters. They're 7 and 5 years older than me. So I never grew up listening to kids radio or kids bop version of songs. It was if I was a child, I would have known WAP at this age, you know what I mean? And I would have learned the choreography, and I would have been macaroni in a pot, on the floor humping the wood, as an 8-year-old. You know, that was kind of my journey into becoming a lady. So I grew up with my two older sisters. I was at my dad's house getting ready for school. We were listening to KIIS FM, which is 102.7. Ryan Seacrest, Ellen K were the hosts of the show. And it was a big deal, because at the time, Ryan Seacrest was hosting American Idol, in its prime. This was Ryan Seacrest, the heyday, when he still is very successful and busy. But this was the start of the Ryan-sance, And KIIS FM was the number one hit music station. I know all music stations say that they're the number one station, but this truly was the biggest radio station. And this is before aux cords in the car and the transitioning out of tape recorders. And so everyone was listening to the radio before podcasts, before all of that. This is about 2000. I want to say 2003 this was. So this is a good time for radio. And me and my sisters were getting ready for school. We're listening to KIIS FM. And I asked my biggest sister, I'm can I have the phone number for KIIS FM? I want to call in. And she was I'm not letting you call into the radio station. All my friends listen in the morning and they all know your voice and you're going to embarrass me and blah, blah, blah. So I gave her the idea for her to call in now because I'm going to embarrass her. I can't call in, but she's I know the number, so I'm going to call in. So she tries calling in before school. She doesn't get through. My dad takes her to school because she was in high school at the time, so she left earlier. So my dad's taking her to school. Me and my other sister, Courtney, are at the house getting ready. And I'm a child genius. I don't want to compare myself to Doogie Howser, but, kind of the same. He was a doctor, and I was born to be a star. So I hit redial on the phone, and as soon as I hit redial, I get through. There wasn't me trying to call in a couple times. It was I hit redial, I get through. Now I'm panicking because I haven't thought my idea through. I didn't know what I was going to say. I just knew that I wanted to be on the radio and say hi to Ryan Seacrest and whatever. So I get through. The operator's hey, thanks for calling KIIS FM. Who am I talking to? And I'm my name's Allie. And I always do this voice to try and recreate what I sounded like when I was in 3rd grade back in 2003. But nothing can do it justice to what I actually sounded like. But I'm a small child, and I think it's even funnier because my voice now is so deadpan and monotone that hearing my voice from 3rd grade, you're what traumatic event has happened for you to talk like this now? But I'm hey, I want to talk to Ryan Seacrest. They're what do you want to talk about? So I'm asking my sister, I'm Courtney, what do I ask about? And my sister selfishly is get Britney Spears tickets. Not that I didn't want to see Britney, but I think I probably would have gone more of the route of shouting out friends from my school who were on their way, or I don't know. But whatever, it's all I was working with. So I'm can I get Britney Spears tickets? So she's hold on, we'll put you on the line. We'll have you talk to Ryan. So I'm waiting. I'm freaking out. I'm yelling at my sister, what do I do? And so finally Ryan's like, hello, who am I talking to? And I'm like, Allie. And he's like, what's going on? How are you? And I'm like, I'm good. I want to get Britney Spears tickets. He's like, how old are you? I'm like, 7 or 8. I forget how old I was, but either like 7 or 8. And he's like, oh, you want Britney Spears tickets? Like, why don't you sing us a Britney Spears song and we'll look to see if we have any tickets? I'm like, okay. So obviously I sing Toxic, one of Britney Spears' more tame songs at the time. So little 7 or 8-year-old me is like, the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. And I sing the whole song. At least it felt like I sang the entire song. I don't know how much of it I actually sang. But I sing Toxic. And when I'm done singing, bearing my soul, belching. No, not belching. What's the belting? Yeah. I didn't burp, I don't believe. But I was belting. He goes, oh, we don't have Britney Spears tickets, but we have American Idol tickets. And in my mind, that feels like a big loss. That feels like a big L. I just sang Britney Spears. I want Britney Spears tickets, and you're offering me American Idol wannabe Britney Spears? But this was right after Kelly Clarkson and all of that, so it's still cool, but, you know, whatever. So as a 7 or 8-year-old, I say, I'll only go if they're VIP. And everyone starts cracking up because I'm 7 years old demanding VIP tickets or nothing. And they thought I was funny. We were talking back and forth. I don't remember much of the rest of the call. I used to say that was it. Like, that was the call that started everything. But my dad says, and I think my dad's right, that after that, he was like, call us after you go to American Idol and let us know how it is. And so I guess I called again, and I was talking to him about my experience going to the live taping of American Idol, and I guess I was being funny then too. He used the word precocious. I had no idea what that word means. I honestly still don't really know what that means. And after that phone call, the producer was like, stay on the line, like, we want to talk to you. So after I talk to Ryan, I stay on the line, and then the producer's talking to me. He's like, where's your dad? I'm like, who knows? 7 years old, 7 in the morning. I'm like, no clue where Larry is. Can't be found. And he's like, well, here's my phone number. Tell your dad I want to talk to him when he gets home. So my dad calls, and they're like, we have this idea. We want your daughter to make prank phone calls for our radio station. We will try out a couple of them, and if it works, awesome. And if not, like, we got to try something cool, and thanks for your time. So we go up there, we record some prank phone calls, and it ends up being a big hit. I was a local star in Los Angeles, a little radio star. My sister told me I had a face for radio, which at the age of 7 really hurts your feelings. Because first of all, you don't know what it means. So you have to have her explain to you what it means to have a radio face. And then you learn what it means and you're like, this is very damaging to my image. But I did it. I went up. My dad took me to the studio in Hollywood. And at the time it was it was like the touristy spot. Where's where Sephora and Dave & Buster's is? What's that center? Hollywood and Highland. But what's that? Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah, it was like right in the Walk of Fame. And, living in Long Beach, it wasn't like that far, but still, like, the idea of Hollywood, especially not being like from Hollywood proper, was very exciting. So I got to go up with my dad. We recorded some episodes, and I had a job. I was providing for the family. I got paid. At first, though, they actually didn't pay me at all. And, like, no one in my family was like, we need to get paid for this. Like, we just thought it was so cool. And then I think legally they were like, oh, this is child labor laws, and we could actually be in trouble. So I did get paid, which, like, getting paid as a child, like, $20 for a phone call would have been sick. But they did give me, like, a decent amount. And if I was smart with money and didn't spend it when I was in high school, would have been awesome. But, I wanted to get a car, I wanted to go to Coachella, I wanted to shop at Urban Outfitters, and so I did blow through the money quite quickly. But it was helpful because, my parents, God bless their souls, but they thought that I would go to college. They put half of the money I made into a college account. But, like, come on, I'm doing radio in 3rd grade. Do we really think I'm going to end up being a scholar. No, I'm going to continue seeking validation in entertainment the rest of my life. So I went to college for like a semester just because I had the means to be able to do it. And I didn't want to do college. I wanted to do stand-up. And so luckily I had that money put away into a college account. And when I moved to LA, it was able to like help me with my rent. And I was able to like use that to get me by. But I still worked. Like I wasn't relying on it, you know. I tried to use it as, after learning from spending all the rest of my money, I was like, okay, I need to be a little bit more resourceful with this college money. And every time I pulled out the college money, you're like taxed 10% on it. So it was like I was taking out money, but then I was being charged to take out my own money. What a nightmare. Any advice for parents out there is don't put money away in a college account. Just put money away in a money account. And if it is going to be used for college, great. But yeah, that was, it was great. So yeah, I think after like a couple, maybe even like a year after doing the calls is when I started getting paid. I don't remember exactly how long. Then my dad took some of the money. That was a big controversy in the fam. He bought like patio furniture. My sisters found out, and then yeah, my dad felt really bad about it, which he should. That's kind of fucked up to do. And then it puts me in a weird position. I'm like 10 years old being like, Dad, if you need money, you can just ask me. Just tell me. Yeah, it was really weird. But yeah. So I did get paid for that. I wasn't like bawling. I think when I did Joe Rogan's podcast, I talked about this story and people were like, you've had everything handed to you, which is not the case. Nothing that I've done in stand-up has been a result of me being on the radio in 2003. Because like the thing with the radio, so this is the big catch of today's episode is that my mom, I went to the dentist to get a night guard because I grind my teeth at night, which I found out from my boyfriend telling me that I heavily grind my teeth. So I went to get a mouth guard to sleep in, and it was by my mom's house, and she gave me this idea. She said, I have a couple of recorded phone calls from your time on the radio. Why don't you play that on the podcast? And it's something that I've always wanted to do. And so today we're going to do that. But the thing with these phone calls, I'll give you some inside info, is that the phone calls, for any Lil Ally fans out there, I hate to give away all the secrets, but all of the calls were pre-recorded. I was never in the studio with the Ryan Seacrest. I got to leave school early on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I'd leave school like an hour before it was over, and it was the coolest feeling ever because I'd get a slip in class. They'd call me out, and everyone would be like, Allie's going to Hollywood. Allie's recording her calls. And I did like that feeling, I'll be honest. It was quite a flex. And, you know, after a while, my dad wasn't, like, stoked about driving me to Hollywood every week. So they would have, like, one of their interns at the radio show pick me up from school in one of those, like, decked out Scions with Ryan Seacrest's face all over it and, like, the Black Eyed Peas, like, decals all over the car. So I'd get picked up, and then I would go to the studio. Then I'd get, I think, dropped off after, but I would record about 4 phone calls in one day, and I would do that every single week. And so on the radio show the following week, they would play 1 phone call a day, and then on Friday, people would call in, they would say which call was their favorite, and then the favorite call would be played on Friday. And this was the biggest thing that their station did while I was doing it until Ryan's Roses came along and messed it up for me. Not really. Ryan's Roses was just very popular. It was when, you know, the people would call and get flowers, and they'd find out if they were cheating based on who they sent the flowers to, and it was a whole thing. So Ryan's Roses became very popular. But the reason why I just want people to know that nothing I've gotten in comedy is from this is because once my contract, because I would have like a yearly contract on the radio show. Sorry if this is like boring and all businessy, but I find it kind of fascinating. I would have like a yearly contract with the radio show. We'd renew it for another year. And then I think by the third or fourth year I was doing it, I was getting older. My name on the show was Lil Allie. I wasn't as Lil, and adolescent Allie doesn't have the same ring to it. My voice was dropping. I was getting facial hair going through puberty. And so Ryan Seacrest was starting his production company, Ryan Seacrest Productions, famously known for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and he was going to sign me to that. And my dad was like, they shouldn't have as much of a percent as they're asking for. Which now looking back is kind of silly because it's like, oh, well, 0% of nothing is less than, whatever percent of something we're doing, But I'm also very glad because if we had signed that contract and accepted the offer, I could have been a reality star and my life might have been not what it is right now. And I pretty much like my life right now for the most part. And so once that happened, once we didn't sign with the production company and didn't renew Little Allie, that was it. It was pretty much like I didn't see Ryan ever again. I didn't see like any of the producers from the show again. But it was 4 of probably the most fun years of my life. Very exciting. I got to go to the Shark Tales movie premiere and introduce the movie. I got to introduce Gwen Stefani at Wango Tango. I got a picture with Ludacris back when cowboy hats were very popular in 2005. Me and Luda, I was wearing a big cowboy hat. He was wearing a big chain, and we were just like posted up taking a photo. It was a great time. Got to meet Paris Hilton, got to meet Snoop Dogg. It was so cool. I had fake friends. There was like fake friend drama in middle school. It was wild, but it was a good time. And so yeah, I'm gonna play a couple of phone calls. I'm gonna comment on them, and I don't even know where to be. I wish I labeled them better because I wish the one with my sister was the first one we played. I think it was maybe on the 3rd CD. What? That's okay. We can just random do one. So my producer today is Tuggy. So Tuggy, will you just hit a random one? And let's see what it is. Okay, so here's a Lil Allie phone call. Here we go. Turn it up a little bit.
Hi, this is Annette.
Hi, Annette.
Hi.
This is Allie.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Well, a makeover.
Oh my god, I was not lying about my voice. Do you mind turning the volume up on it a little bit higher? It's kind of quiet. That was my real voice. People would like write in on like Yahoo Answers, like questions about Little Allie's age, what her background is. People thought I was like a 34-year-old voice actor pretending to be a child. So yeah, I don't remember this phone call, but I'm excited to see. Oh, the whole idea was that I would prank phone call businesses and there would be kind of like a backstory to it. And so I would just try and get some sort of angle across and see how far the business... There's a fucking gnat in my face. It's Ryan Seacrest. I would try and see how far the business would go with my elaborate scheme. So apparently I'm trying to get a makeover. I don't know exactly what business this is, but let's see.
You need a makeover?
Yeah.
What do you want to have done?
I have boyfriend problems.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you sound like you're about 6 years old. You shouldn't have boyfriend problems at 6 years old.
Well, actually, I'm 8 and I do.
Well,
yeah,
go
bitch.
ahead. What's the problem?
He started looking at another girl because she had all this makeup and stuff on.
You started looking at another girl because she had all this makeup and stuff on.
Yeah.
Well, then I think you better come in and we better do you up so then he stops looking at other girls. Don't you
Yeah,
think,
I want to
Allie?
get that smoky eye stuff done.
You want the smoky eye stuff done? You got it, sweetie.
Would it look good on me?
You sound like you're adorable, and I think anything would probably look good on you.
Yeah,
How
because
about-
she's a hoochie mama.
She's a hoochie mama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when would you like an appointment?
This is an emergency.
Listen here, Allie. You need a new boyfriend. You don't need to change yourself, honey. I'm
Thank
sure
you,
that
Annette.
you are just fine the way God made you. Just Get rid of the
Amen.
boyfriend, and somebody's going to love you just the way you are. Right?
How about if I bring in the other girl and you ugly her up a bit?
How about if I bring the other girl in and I can ugly her up a little bit? Yeah, we could do that. There's about 5 of us here that would love it. We could, let's
What
see.
would you do to her?
We can black dye on one of her teeth, and it'll make her look like she's missing some.
That's good.
Let's see, what else?
I have an older brother that you might be interested in.
Yeah, but if you're 8, how old is your brother?
He's 10.
He's 10? He could be my son, honey.
He
need
needs
like
a date
50.
to the homecoming.
Oh. Why don't you send the girl that looks at your boyfriend with your brother?
She doesn't like him.
Well, we need to tell her to back off
Mm-hmm.
and go for somebody else. And your brother needs somebody his age.
He likes older women.
He does, but not grandmoms. I'm like a grandmom to him.
Yeah.
I have to
What?
run to the store right now.
Don't run, take the car.
Okay. I'll talk to you after, honey, okay?
Okay.
Bye. You were so sweet to talk
Bye.
to. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was a good first call. I didn't hear that one. I listened to a couple of them yesterday, and it was so nostalgic and so adorable, but I did this really annoying thing. I don't know how it started or why. It was even on the very first call I did, which I was trying to find, because the very first call, the first time I went into the studio, we pre-recorded 4 calls, and I think we got like 3 of them were good, or maybe 2 of them were good. But we wanted to call the DMV and ask for a new photo for I think my grandma's ID photo for her driver's license was really ugly and whatever. And we couldn't get a hold of the DMV. And so my sister was with me when we were recording those first few episodes. And so we had her pretend to work at the DMV just to for the first few episodes to try and see if they would work. And it was so funny hearing her voice and then me talking to her as a child. It's so weird. And I remember some of these so vividly. As soon as the phone calls start, I'm like, oh my God, I remember this one. That was a good one though. That lady was so sweet, so helpful. My voice is insane. I really wonder what happened. My voice was so high. Oh, but I started doing this annoying thing even from the first week of calls where when I would be done with the call, I'd go, bye, 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 and just berate them with byes. Let's try another one from that. Let's see what the next one is. But also these are converted from CDs, and I've had them since 2005, so some of them are a little bit scratchy, so we'll have to just skip it if it gets too bad.
Hi, this is Annette.
Oh, hello again. This is Annette again.
Facility, may I help you?
I'm Allie.
I'm Allie.
Hi.
How are you?
Can you help me?
Sure.
I want to find out what your fees are for shooting.
Well, is this for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, it's $5 for adults, and juniors are free.
Ooh, so I get to shoot for free?
Yes,
Good. When can I come?
from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And I could come alone?
Well, you'd have to be supervised by an adult.
Well, you're an adult, aren't you? Will you supervise me?
No, I cannot supervise you. You'd have to have your parent there.
Yeah, but you said an adult.
Yes, your parents.
Yeah, but the first time you said adult, and the first time is usually right. Yeah, I have a gun.
You do have a gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Stay strapped.
Well, then
It's my brother's. It's a Buzz Lightyear gun.
Okay. It's a what?
It's a Buzz Lightyear gun.
Yeah.
Do you have an adult there that I could speak to?
No, my mom's at work, and my dad's in the shower.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had a Buzz Lightyear gun shot there?
No, I haven't. I can't say I have had a Buzz Lightyear gun shot here.
I took it from my brother.
Okay.
I want to shoot it with you.
Well, I'm sorry. Can't shoot it with you. I work in the office.
It's a laser gun.
It's a laser gun, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, you're funny,
Do
Allie.
you like your boss?
Yes.
If you didn't like him, I could shoot him for you.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and terminate this conversation.
Took a turn.
You have a good day.
Don't say terminate. Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. I don't know what the point of that call was at all. Maybe I was trying to see if she would let me murder for hire. I like that. A little 8-year-old with down for revenge with a Buzz Lightyear gun, the AK Buzzy. Some of them weren't, hits. That probably didn't win Friday's top call, but, I was 8. What do you expect? What? Annette? Yeah, that was a good one. There's some other good ones. The other thing that's funny about doing these is they would play... The first call would play at 7:20 in the morning, which is prime drop off at school time. So everyone would be in the cars going to school with their family, and they would be listening to it, and then they would replay it at 9:20. But people thought that I made it sound like I was there in studio every morning because I'd pre-record like, hey, Ryan, what's up? Can't wait to make calls today. And then he'd talk to me, but it was all, pre-recorded. But people would be on these online forums, and they're nowhere to be found anymore because this is before everyone was online, But I remember looking it up when I was a kid, in middle school, and seeing what people would say. People would be like, this is irresponsible, this is, she's not going to school, she's missing school to be on the radio, how could you guys do this? And I remember people would call in and be like, my daughter's funnier than that little alley girl, you should give my daughter a job. And this all just happened by coincidence. But yeah, let's listen to another call. I hope this is entertaining. I find it very entertaining, but I don't know if it's just because maybe I'm a narcissist. If this is Annette.
Good morning, DMV. How may I help you?
Press pause.
I need to speak some.
Okay, so this was one of the first calls I ever did, which is why my sister is pretending to be the person who works for the DMV because we couldn't get a hold of the DMV. So this is my oldest sister, Brittany, and me recording this prank phone call. Let's go back to the very beginning.
Good morning, DMV. How may I help you?
I need to speak somebody about a photo.
I need to speak somebody.
I'm sorry, we don't have anyone here that deals with photos. May I redirect your call?
No, I need to talk to somebody about a license photo.
Well, what's your concern?
My grandmother got her license back.
Yes?
In the picture, you made her look like Roddy Dangerfield.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
She's an attractive woman.
Well, I'm sorry, we can't do anything about pictures. We try our hardest to make you look your best.
Are you trying to say my grandmother is ugly?
No, I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just saying there's only so much we can do with the pictures.
But you're making it sound like my grandmother's very like an ugly duckling.
Well, I'm not trying to sound that way.
She looks like Uncle Fester from the Addams Family.
Well, I'm sure it's not that bad.
Let me ask you a question. Did you see Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future?
Yes, I have seen that movie.
He looks good compared to my picture.
Well, I'm very sorry you feel that way.
Just please stop laughing.
Okay, I'll try.
You should be taking pictures for America's Most Wanted.
Well, we're very busy. I have to go soon.
Really, you photographed her and she looks dead now.
I'm very sorry about that.
See, you're laughing at me again when I told you not to laugh.
I'm really not laughing.
I'm gonna hang up. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. 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 Bye.
There's the signature Allie send-off. Bye. 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 There was one call that was so good. It was, I wonder if I'd have to go through every single one. I would know from the beginning, but we're not going to go through every single one. But there was one, I should sell these if anyone wanted the entire collection. But there was one where I called like a funeral home and I was like, my grandma was buried. Is that a good impression of myself? Hi, can you help me? Yeah, my grandma was buried at your cemetery and she said that I could have her watch, but she got buried with the watch, and so I'm wondering if you guys could dig up my grandma to give the watch to me. And they're like, we can't do that. And I'm like, but she told me she had a voice recording of her saying that I could have her watch, and they're like, oh, well, do you have the voice recording? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And it's just me changing my voice, and I go, I want you to have my watch. And it's so funny, but I don't know if we must have it on one of the CDs. Let's listen to another one, and maybe if we're lucky, it'll be there.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
it's Allie.
Who is it?
Allie from down the street.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You met me, you probably just don't remember.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the green and white house.
All right.
I was there at your house for Halloween last year.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who
what
this
were
is.
You?
I was a little devil.
I'm always
I
a little
remember
devil.
last year.
I think you gave out the Tootsie Roll and the bubble gum.
Oh, I gave out all different kinds of candies.
This year I'm doing it a little differently.
What are you doing?
I'm scheduling where I go.
Okay, you want to come to my house?
I do. I want to see what time you're operating.
What, for Halloween?
Yeah,
Yeah, usually the kids start coming around 6 o'clock, right?
right. Well, here's what I want to do. I want to see what candy you're going to have.
Well, I usually don't give out Tootsie Rolls and Blow Pops. You might have got that from somebody else. I usually do Reese's Cups.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah, I usually do Reese's Cups, York Peppermint Patties, Snickers bars.
Can you upgrade your Snickers to the great big one
To the
for
great
me?
big ones.
Yeah.
How about, well, I always buy the same kind so everybody could have a variety. Usually what I do is I just put the bowl out, and you guys stick your hand in there and grab what you want.
Oh.
So if you like a big...
Yeah, but I want a special one.
You want a special one?
Yeah.
I'm a special
Does your
girl.
mom know you're
I
calling?
want the giant size Kit Kat.
You want the giant Kit Kat? Does
Yeah.
your mom know you're calling?
Are you kidding? She'd never let me call.
I didn't think so.
No way. This is between you and me.
Oh, honey, you're funny. Okay,
And
I'll
put
see
my
you
candy bar under your mat.
under my mat. Oh
Yeah.
no, I won't hide you. You don't want it under the mat, then it'll be all dirty. You want, you know.
Well, just keep it clean for me.
Yeah, I keep it clean for
Get the
you.
giant Kit Kat.
Okay,
Just being greedy.
just being greedy.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try not being greedy.
Next time.
Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.
See you Halloween.
Next time you should try not being greedy. Well, next time you should upgrade the frickin' candy, you little wench. It's so funny. I don't remember that one either. I want to listen to more. Let's hit another one.
Strata Decision, your good health is our priority. Maintaining it is our goal.
No, I don't like
Hi,
this
is this
one.
Boyd?
Wait, press pause. I listened to this one yesterday. I don't like it. It's not worth it.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, hello?
I need to talk to somebody about my headshots.
Can I have your name, please?
Allie?
Okay. Allie, have you gotten your pictures taken here before yet?
No, I want to.
Oh, you would like to?
Yeah. Are you guys good?
Yeah, sure. What kind of headshot were you looking for?
Well, I'm an aspiring actress,
You're an aspiring actress?
model,
Okay.
musician,
Wow.
comedian.
Okay. First, let me tell you what we usually do for headshots.
Okay.
We have a studio
Uh-huh.
on premises, and the sitting fee, which includes you receiving one 8x10 picture, is $250 plus tax.
Would you be willing to take that on a back-end deal after I start making money?
I don't understand what you mean.
In other words, invest in me?
We're not in the business of investing.
Well, neither am I, but I'm going to be a star.
I mean, I'm
You
sure.
can have a piece of the action.
You're very funny. If you hold on for just a moment, I can have you speak to one of the photographers if you like.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
videographers and photographers work in
I was such a little
Hi,
whore.
this is Evelina speaking. How can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Are you the photographer?
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, I'm Allie.
Okay, how are you doing?
Good. I was telling your assistant that I want my headshots.
Okay, great. They're $250 plus tax. Would you like to set an appointment up?
I would love to set an appointment up.
Okay, great. What
But
would
I
you like
want to negotiate the deal with you.
There's no negotiations. That is our minimum. It includes
Boss
fitting
baby.
up to one 8x10 portrait.
But I was trying to do a back-end deal.
We don't do that. I'm sorry.
Will you invest in me?
We don't do
I'm a
that.
star.
I understand. Have a great day, okay?
I can give you $50.
If you're finished, I would like to continue business.
My stage name is Roxy Buttercup.
That's great. Have a great day now.
Damn. I was like a reverse kidnapper. Like, I feel like all my calls are like I'm begging to be kidnapped. Like the one with the candy, I'm like, can you get me a big candy? I'm like, I'll go to your house at this time. I don't care. Stranger danger knew no bounds.
Did you write, like, that was your words? You thought of all these?
Tuggy is asking me if I wrote all of these, if those are my words. Well, folks, not quite. So what would happen is I would go into the studio, and it was just me, whoever drove me there, either my dad or no one, or like someone who worked at the radio station, and they would tell me, like, they knew who I was calling, they knew what the point was, and so they would say, like, you're going to be calling this beauty company because this other girl who wears makeup is trying to steal your man. So they would tell me, like, what the goal of the call was, and then we'd start, and if there was ever, like, a moment where I just didn't know what to say, or, like, the producer had input, I would be wearing headphones like I am now, and Tuggy, where you would be sitting as the producer, and so he would feed me lines if I needed it, but they wanted it to be, like, what a kid would say. But, like, in the call with the DMV, when I'm saying Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, I'm like, I've never seen, I don't know what that reference is, but he's like, say that. And so sometimes if there's like a pause when I'm talking, it's because I'm like trying to process what he's saying, and sometimes I'll like say words wrong because I heard him say it a certain way. But yeah, so it was like a mix between me and the producer, who I adore. He was like my best friend. Isn't that so weird, being like an 8-year-old with like a 32-year-old, you know, radio producer? Like, we would get food together, we'd go to Quiznos, you know, and we reconnected on Instagram. His name's Nate Marino. Great dude, so funny. And now he works for the Elvis Duran show. But yeah, he's half the face of Lil Ally, half the voice of Lil Ally. But yeah, I want to, it'd be fun to have him on the podcast, or like, you know, I don't know. But yeah, it was me and Nate up in that stew. I want to listen to, before, thank you, Liquid Death, for keeping me hydrated, keeping my mouth nice and moist for the episode. Sorry if you hate the word moist, but if you're one of those people who can't handle the word moist, how about you grow up? Liquid Death is one of my favorite waters. One of the maintenance guys at my apartment came by to fix something up. I offered him a Liquid Death. He thought he was getting a brewski, a little tall can of alcohol, and I said, sorry bud, just water, but best water of your life. If you could get buzzed from water, it would be Liquid Death water. That's how good it is. It makes you feel better than other people. It makes you feel confident. It's definitely a liquid lubricant. And Liquid Death is doing something very cool for my listeners. If you go to liquiddeath.com/AllieMac, you can get a free koozie. Free little LD coos. So go to liquiddeath.com/AllieMac to get some beverages, carbonated, uncarbonated, and a free koozie. Also, you can just get it at 7-Eleven or Whole Foods, and try and get it more places. Tell everyone about it. It's my favorite water. It's made out of aluminum. It's a nice little can so it doesn't pollute the earth. Oh, yeah. Liquid Death, one of the best waters out there. Thank you for supporting my podcast. Let's listen to another episode of Lil Ally on 102.7 KIIS FM.
can I help you?
Hi, I have a big party, and I was wondering if you deliver.
Yeah, what city do you live?
Well, I need chips, M&Ms,
Yeah, what
dip.
city? What city do you live?
Burbank.
What's your address on there?
Well, I'm gonna give it to you, but I want to order first.
Yeah, well, I need to know the address first.
Well, I need like 60 bags of chips. Do you have that?
Yes,
Do you have M&Ms, like a box of them or something?
we have, yes.
Do you have any ice cream?
We do, yes.
What flavors?
All kinds of flavors.
Well, everybody here likes chocolate chip.
Yeah, yeah. We had that, yeah.
Does that come in like a 5-pound drum?
Yes.
Can I have 2 of those?
Well, without the address, I'm not going to give you any information.
But will you deliver a 6-pack of beer and do that for me?
Yeah,
And some scotch?
everything.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Great. I'm an alcoholic,
Are you?
and I have to sneak it in.
Okay.
And how about some smokes? Do you have any?
Yeah.
I like Chesterfield.
Yeah, okay.
Can you do that for me?
That's
I'll
a
do
Nate
anything you
line.
want.
Chesterfield.
In 5 minutes, because I have the shakes.
Yeah, keep talking. I'm listening, okay?
Okay. I really need a drink.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, deliver it right now. I'll be waiting.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Then.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to find, I'm just going to skip some of them, but there's one that's so funny about clowns. I'm like looking for a clown for a party. It's on one of the CDs. But I don't know where it is.
Peters.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you help me?
Okay.
I'm doing a book report for school.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I want to find the one, too, where I'm singing. I'm called the radio store. Or the CD store.
This is Dora.
Hi, Dora.
Yeah?
May I speak to you about the school menu?
No. Sorry, Dora. Sorry if this ringing noise is really annoying.
I want to know if you could take me to an amusement park next time.
How can I help you?
I need help with the song.
Yes.
Okay, what song is it?
Well, I don't know the title, but I could sing it.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, the first one goes like this. It goes, get out, leave, right now, it's the end of you and me. And then it goes, no tears will fall from these eyes.
Okay, I just want to do myself justice. I don't know why I didn't really put my heart and soul into that, because listening to that, I'm like, I thought I've always had a good voice, and that just really is like, if I did it now, I'd be like, get out right now, it's the end of you and me. I'd be like doing all the, it's too late, and I can't wait for you to be gone, 'cause I know no tears left from these eyes. Whoa, whoa. Would have been so much funnier if I really did. But I'm like doing Kids Bob version. Get out right now. Anyway, keep going.
I think it's JoJo.
How about this one? Dip it low, pick it up slow, move it all around, pick it up like it's Recco. Pop, pop, pop that thing.
Will you pause it?
I'm going to show you how to make.
Okay, I love this because it's so pure. And I remember when I was little, I would sing songs having no idea what the words were, but I would just so confidently sing them. And I remember one time my cousin Ariel was like, Allie, if you don't know the words to the song, don't sing it. And ever since then, I've really made sure I knew all the words to the songs, because I'm saying, pick it up, dip it up slow, move it all around, back it up like it's Recco. I don't know what Recco is, or Gecko, or Brecco. It's, dip it low, pick it up slow, move it all around, back it up like, let your back roll, right? Dip it low. Wait, let me look up the lyrics. I don't know what Recco is, or why I thought it was Recco. Dip it low, pick it up slow. Dip it low, pick it up slow. Dip it low, pick it up slow. Okay, here's the lyrics. Dip it low, pick it up slow, roll it all around, poke it out, let your back roll. Like it's Recco. Okay, you can press play. I think I sing it one more time, which is great.
Go man say, oh.
Oh.
1 second, let me check.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. You got a couple songs you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
They said you're the master.
Well, I can maybe help you out. She thinks the one is JoJo, and her song is Leave, Get Out. It's on her new CD. So what is the other one you were looking for?
The other one goes, dip it low, pick it up slow, move it all around, pick it up like it's Recco.
Okay, let me check on that real quick.
Pick it up like it's Becco.
Jeez, they're going deep.
The other one is Christina Milian, and it's off her new CD as also.
Oh.
Let me check and make sure that we have them both in stock. But I know we have the Christina Milian. We've been trying to get the JoJo. We've been selling out quite a bit, but I believe we have that one in stock also. Yeah, I see it actually on one of the displays.
And I have another song.
Okay.
It goes, on a Monday, I'm waiting, and by Tuesday, I'm fading into your arms so I can breathe. Do you know that one?
It's Avril Lavigne.
I don't think that's Avril.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it's one that we've listened to in the store quite a bit. Let me grab the CD here. And we have the promo. Are you available to come in? Because we can set you up and let you listen to it.
I'm 8 years
make sure all
old. 3
songs are the ones you're looking for, or are you just looking for the names?
Well, I want to come in. Can you send someone to get me?
To get you?
Yeah, I'm 8 years old.
I'm used to getting chauffeured.
You'd have to have your parents bring you in.
Do you have a shuttle service?
No, we don't.
Because I've seen those Music Express limos.
Uh-huh. No,
Isn't
that's
that
not
your
us.
company?
No.
So you don't pick people up to
No.
buy CDs?
No.
Maybe you should.
We'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
You can have your parents bring you in.
No, they work.
Well, we're open till 9 every night. So you can come in any time from morning till night, maybe after they get out of work.
Maybe I'll do that.
Okay, thanks.
Check in the Music Express.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, I found the call. This one was one of my favorites that I heard. There's still so many that I haven't listened to. And this is me calling up a clown business, trying to get a clown for my birthday. So here we go. Last call for the episode.
Clowns.
Hi.
Hi.
I need a clown
You need a clown, huh?
for a party.
What day?
Well, it's going to be in about 2 weeks on a Saturday.
Okay.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
We used your service before.
Mhm.
My mom called up
Uh-huh.
and had a clown come,
Mhm.
and he was depressed.
He was depressed, huh?
Yeah, he wasn't funny at all.
Oh dear.
Halfway through my party, his nose fell off
Oh no.
into the cake.
Into the cake? Really?
Yeah, it was very embarrassing.
Oh dear.
But he stuck his nose back on,
Oh good.
and there was all this icing on his face.
Oh good.
But my dad thought maybe if you have a clown drink, he'd be happier.
If we had a who?
The clown drink, he'd be happier.
He might be. Most of them do, actually.
They drink?
Oh yeah.
The last clown kept making ugly balloon toys.
Oh no.
He made a giraffe and it looked like a horse with whiplash.
A horse with whiplash?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. Usually their giraffes look more like orangutans.
Yeah, except they're supposed to look like giraffes. My clown smelled like schnapps.
He smelled like schnapps?
Yeah.
Oh man. That's odd. Let's see. Most of them drink JD, I think.
JD?
Yeah.
And his flower wouldn't squirt.
His flower wouldn't squirt?
No.
He must have had it on backwards.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Are you a clown?
Sometimes.
I could tell.
Yeah.
'Cause you're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It's not really working for me.
It's not, huh?
No.
Oh, well. Well, thanks
You're
for
not
calling,
gonna send
okay?
yourself, are you?
Bye.
Okay. I guess I insulted him.
Nice. Nice way to end it, Allie. Oh, It's so fun having those. What a fun, cool thing I got to do. If you have any questions, I guess, about it, feel free to leave them in the comments below the video. I'm going to see if anyone has left a review on iTunes, and if anyone has left a 5-star review on iTunes, I will make sure to shout them out. So let me see if there are any new reviews. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to leave a review, comment, do all of those nice things. Someone said, this is from Kristen. She said, I love Allie. She's super funny and relatable. Always look forward to a new episode. Thank you, Kristen. This is from Dusty Brisket. Love that. What a wonderful way to spend an hour. Allie makes me smile. Love the song at the end. The song at the end is by the War Toys. I always forget what it is, but I know someone has commented what it is. I want to say it's called... I forget. Wishbone Man said, everything Allie Mac is awesome. And then Tony No Bueno said, I don't know why I love this pod, but I do. Gonna enjoy catching up and just subscribed on Patreon. You might as well do the same. And then we got one 1-star review from this loseroni. But if you put in a 5-star review, I'll shout you out on the podcast. Thank you for listening. If anyone knows Ryan Seacrest, tell him I say hi. And that's it. See you next week. God bless. Mwah.